Michael here from Beer Baseball Blog, The Adventures of Craft Beer and Baseball. This is the Beer Baseball Blogcast, episode 12 for July 21st, 2020. Wherever you are watching us live today, please give us a like and a comment. Let us know that you're out there. And as always, we'd like to appreciate if you subscribe and turn on notifications and tell a friend. We're always trying to grow, so thank you so much. We've had a blast doing this for the last 3 months. Our lineup card today, a fun fact, Angelo Trinidad, first baseball card pack opening 1993. Angelo Trinidad, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great here. Kevin Lyon, a fun fact, your first card pack opening was 1983. How you doing, Kevin?
Yep, I'm doing great. I was Angel season ticket holder in 83, so easy way to get the cards then.
I am Michael Mondragon, and a fun fact, my first baseball card pack opening, 1978. Can you imagine? They actually had baseball cards back then. 1978.
And there's still packs with gum from 1978.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Did you guys have did you have gum in yours?
We did.
It would depend on the brand. I don't know about mine, because I think most of the time it'd be Fleer, and I don't remember Fleer having like gum in the packs. That's usually the brand that'd be at Angel games.
Right.
I think what we need to do in a future episode is have I'll open a pack of 93 with gum. Kevin opens a pack 83 with gum. Mike, you open a pack from 78 with some gum.
Oh, I love it.
We do a first baseball card pack gum challenge.
That is excellent. A beer baseball bucket list. BBB.
Bucket list. BBB. There we go.
BBBL. Awesome.
Another B.
We were I think that we were all trying to chase these cards. Am I correct?
1000%.
Yeah. Because as I figured out, were you trying to get into baseball cards because Barry Bonds had just gone to the Giants that year?
Yeah, so I started watching baseball, like the season, his final season with the Pirates, and I remember hearing Barry Bonds coming to the Giants, and like the first thing I wanted to do was go to the baseball card store and try to chase that Barry Bonds card, because I was so excited about the fact about having Barry here in the Bay Area. So so I definitely chased after it, and I acquired a bunch of Barry Bonds cards over the time I was collecting back then, and unfortunately don't have them all now, but I do remember the 2 baseball card shops I frequented, and because around the same time I was into comics and X-Men cards as well. So I know one of them isn't around anymore. That's Butch and Zach's baseball cards. That was one of my go-to spots. And then I also went to Grapevine Comics and Cards, which I'm not sure is there, but the last time I did visit there, they would do like Magic tournaments and Pokemon events and stuff. So those were my 2 spots growing up. I remember Grapevine was within walking distance to me. I remember walking there with my friends and getting a pack of cards and a Ziploc bag of peach rings. So
nice. And where did you get yours, Kevin?
Well, usually back in that era, I was going to a lot of games. As you see, it's red here. Because more or less in '83, I was just trying to get. When I started buying cards, I was trying to get Angels. You know what I mean? I was too young to realize the value of them, because '83, I think, was the year of, was it Boggs, Mattingly, and Gwynn? I think were those like 3 hot rookies that year, I believe. I might be slightly off on that, because Ripken was around the same time as well.
Sandberg, maybe.
Maybe I'd have to look for sure. And but I think Donruss started that year in '83 too. That's the first year of Donruss, I believe, was '83.
And Fleer was around, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Fleer
started having some other ones.
There were Fleer cards in the '60s,
right?
And then it came back, I believe, in '80 or 81.
Yep.
And so I went to games and got cards, and I don't remember how it physically happened, but my mom and I started going to card shows. We started going to card shows in '84. And I don't think I mentioned on this show, but the very first card show we went to, signing autographs for $6, and I got an autograph that day. A guy named Hank Aaron.
Wow.
Yeah, that's nice.
$6 in 1984 money.
Nice. Wow.
And then we got kind of hooked. There was like a card shop I would go to, a couple card shops in the Orange County I go to here and there. Baseball Cards Plus is the one I like going to because they had like pretty good amount of packs, different stuff I can get. Because there was another store called Sports Cards Plus that was like in Westminster. But that'd be if I want to spend money on cards, like more fancier cards. It's more of like higher end kind of stuff. So I was like, I can't afford that.
Yeah. I used to love going to that's how I kind of found out about all the convenience marts. Like there was Stop and Go, there was 7-Eleven, there was Circle K, and there was actually a U-Totem. Oh my God, I'm super dating myself. But you used to get the slushies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they always had baseball cards and like Star Wars cards. But like this card was so iconic for me for a couple of reasons, because of the script logo of the Yankees, but also that the badge, the All-Star badge. I mean, like I can't wait to make something like that for some of the stuff that we're gonna do. And also we also you know, chicks dig the long ball. We're all chasing home run hitters right here.
We are.
So I wanted to give it
that team.
Yep.
Sorry, Roger.
Yeah, no, and it's funny that we're in two different eras. We're chasing not eras, but we're still chasing Reggie Jackson.
Yeah.
So I want to give a shout out to Bubble Pug, Daily Sports Talk. Thanks for joining.
Hey guys.
Ed out there, the Booze Cruise, indeed.
Yeah.
Bears Fury Real asking about Nico Horner. We'll see. He did really great last year for the Cubs. I think he's a good rookie coming up. And Chad M. I definitely need to connect with Chad M because I need to get his address because I want to send you something special as well. So we'll definitely connect on that. And we have some cards that we're going to break courtesy of him later on in this hour. Let's see. And actually, the gym, but actually it's the gum from 1978 pack is still working your way through the intestines. I will definitely agree with that. All right. So, a favorite up, I'm getting a little bit off right here up. I haven't even started drinking yet. I'm having it, but Angelo Trinidad, what are you drinking tonight?
All right, so I am trying for the first time 21st Amendment Brewery's Hell or High Watermelon. Watermelon not only sounded refreshing, but how could I not drink a beer with the play off that term? So this one is ABV of 4.9 with an IBU of 17. So I am trying it live right now for the very first time. And boy, that is tasty. So very refreshing. Definitely the watermelon flavor is very apparent at the first sip, but really, really good. And this probably won't be the last time I'll be drinking this one.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a great one out of San Francisco. I've actually went to 21st Amendment Brewery. They actually have a, I guess it would be a pub, and they actually have food there. I believe it's just north of where the Giants play. So it's a great one. It's actually only available from April to September, which I wasn't aware of. And I usually would steer clear of wheat beers, but I've actually tried a few recently, and I'm loving them. And I love like fruit beers as well. So watermelon just sounds excellent. And I just love everything about 21st Amendment. Well, and Kevin, do you have any, have you ever tried this?
I don't believe I have, honestly. And 21st Amendment's really gotten out there because you actually can find like these at Target. You know, and that's big. There's not many like independent craft breweries you actually can find at a Target.
And it says it pairs best with fresh shucked oysters, veggie or fruit salads, seafood, and sunny summer days. So, but this is what it pairs best with a watermelon wedge and a seat behind home plate. How about that? Nice. I mean, you sold me. You sold me.
Right.
Yeah. I'm doing San Francisco till you said sunny summer day. You know, might be summer windy day, but then get chilly up there. Right. I'm like, ooh, oysters. Go for some oysters right there at like one of those places in Chinatown. Have some one of those. Oh,
sounds glorious. Yep. All right, Kevin, what are you drinking tonight?
All right, I am having Juice Press from Burgeon Beer. I believe they're out of Carlsbad.
Yep.
And this is actually a growler I got from a place I talk about weekly, friend of the show, Redbeard's Tap Room. and they literally are walking distance of Angel Stadium in Anaheim. First, I've been going there since they first opened in the last year, and they just literally have a dining area in the front. They just opened in the front parking lot, like a little area. You can fit like 4 tables. So if you want to hang outside and get a beer, they just started today. Or if you want something to go, they have 40 beers on draft all the time, all craft. So you can get a plethora of good beers there. So excited to get a growler of this. And Michael and Angelo, I got a fill recently from this place, and the server told me, "Guys, that growler's small enough you could probably drink out of it." So, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to drink out of it.
Wow. Wow.
There you go.
Classy.
I was going to say, it is very classy to do that.
Oh, I'm nothing but class, sir.
It is, so it's a hazy IPA hopped with Citra, Vic Secret, and Mosaic. And it's very low on IBU as well, so not very hoppy.
It's like 20 in the 20s. So my gosh, I like this quick and I even realized it. And the ABV is 6.8. So
yep.
Except for the lower IBU, this is like right in my wheelhouse. I can probably drink this really quick.
Well, it looks tremendous and nice
good.
choice.
Well, how can you tell? It looks great in my jar.
Nice choice. So my beer tonight is the Cloud City Hazy IPA from Three Weavers Brewing out of Inglewood, California. Nice. It has mangoes, some citrus in it, and I liked it because it was Cloud City, and hazy IPA called Cloud City, which makes sense, right?
No, wait, what are you talking about, sir? Cloud City. I only know of Cloud City from one place, The Empire Strikes Back, which had, Lando Calrissian, known as Billy D. Williams, and if you know Billy D. Williams, he only drinks one thing, malt liquor. How is that not Cloud City malt liquor like Colt 45? Because you know it works every time, Michael.
Well,
sorry to go right there.
The forecast is always juicy with a chance of haze. And as Kevin said, for those of you who are fans of The Empire Strikes Back, Cloud City is suspended high among the pastel clouds of Bespin. It is a floating metropolis, sophisticated beauty, and political freedom. And as Kevin also said, it prospered under the capable stewardship of Baron Administrator Lando Calrissian, played by Billy D. Williams. But for a 5-year period, starting in the 1980s, Billy D. was a spokesman for Colt 45 malt liquor. And guys, if there's one thing that I've learned, it works every time.
Yep.
Are you familiar with any of this, Angelo?
I'm familiar with all of it. I'm shaking my head that for a second time, Kevin is stealing your thunder. First he kicks you off your own show, and now he steals your entire barrage of facts around the Cloud City.
Hey, this was planned.
Quite frankly, I should have briefed him, but that shows you how brilliant minds think alike. He was way ahead of me.
He was,
and didn't even know.
Or were you way ahead of him?
Ah,
yeah. I hope you're going to put a Colt 45 commercial in the playlist for this week.
Yeah. All right.
Now,
so
I have a question though. Just
sure.
Go back to baseball. Does Colt 45 have any relation to the Houston Colt 45s?
That's a very good question, and
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think it was based on the gun. So, yes. But is the beer based on the gun?
Oh,
I would have to assume it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because we know the Houston Colt 45 sure didn't work every time. They only lasted a year or two.
All right. So let's get to this day in baseball history. This day is based on today's date, July 21st. And starting off first, on July 21st, 1945, at Philadelphia's Shibe Park, the A's and Tigers play in the tied for 4th longest game in Major League history. The 24-inning contest ends in a 1-1 tie, with Detroit right-hander Les Mueller setting a modern Major League record by 19 2/3 inning in the 4-hour and 48-minute marathon.
Wow.
Unbelievable. And to think today that if people get to 100 pitches, they're thinking about taking them out. Can you imagine getting to 19 innings?
And only giving up one run.
Yeah.
Because that's like giving up one run, 19 2/3. I'm just wondering, why did he get pulled out at that point? Like, there must have been runners on or something, you know?
Yeah, you must have gotten in trouble.
Yeah. Trouble.
Right.
Like, guy on first? You know what I mean?
It's quite amazing. Speaking of 19, on July 21st, 1946, Lou Flick sets a professional baseball record when he collects 9 consecutive hits in a single game before grounding out in his final at-bat in the 19-inning opener against the Memphis Chicks. So a doubleheader. The Little Rock Travelers outfielder will get 3 more hits off the Chicks pitching staff in the nightcap, finishing the day 12 for 13 in Southern Association AA doubleheader. Unbelievable, right? So lots of 19s here.
Start? My gosh, the first game going 19 innings, and they got to play another one. That's, oh my gosh, that's rough.
Yeah, you get your money's worth there in that one.
Back in the 40s, that's a cool note too, because they were Memphis Chicks until like pretty much when the Memphis left that league, because now Memphis is the AAA team.
Right.
Yeah.
The Memphis Redbirds.
Yes.
Have you ever? What's the longest game you've seen, Angelo?
The longest game I've seen and I attended was Angels and Red Sox in 2014, 19 innings. And I believe Kevin was at that game too.
Yeah, that's my longest game too. I believe that's my longest game as well.
Yeah.
I don't remember the game that long.
And what's
That is
crazy
the longest game in Angels history at Angel Stadium.
Yeah, because what's funny is we talk about the marathon 4-hour and 48-minute 19-inning game in the previous slide. This game was 6 hours and 21 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. So which was insane. But Kevin, I think you'll remember this too. A lot more exciting than a 1-1 game, because they were going back and forth throughout the game. So it ended up being, relatively high scoring game, but it wasn't, it wasn't like tied at, 6-6 for, for the full 19 innings. I mean, especially in the later innings when they were getting pretty tight with pitching, they kept exchanging 1 or 2 runs each inning, which made it a little bit exciting. And another fun fact about that game is it was on a Saturday night, which everyone that's an Angels fan knows is post-game fireworks.
That's right.
And they specifically start the game at 6 o'clock instead of 7,
right?
Because of the sound ordinance at the conclusion of the game. Needless to say, there were no fireworks in this 19-inning game that ended just past 1 in the morning.
Oh man, yeah, I remember there was a Padres game that went really long, and I remember Excalibur, who's now in AEW for the announcer, and I remember him messaging me going, "This is why baseball's terrible. These games have to." He was so mad about it, and I was like, "That sounds glorious to me. I would have loved to be at that game."
Hey, Kevin and I saw 2 games for the price of 1, literally.
Yep.
Yeah. 2 games for the price of 1.
Michael, to counter what Excalibur said, that night I had a couple who never went to a baseball game before, and they stayed the entire time, seemed to have a good time. They had no idea baseball ever goes this long. They're that oblivious. They're really like, "Oh, is this unusual?" I'm like, "This is like the longest game ever in Angels history." And they're like, "Oh, okay." Like, they had no concept. They're just like, "Oh, okay, cool, we're having fun." Like, all right.
This game went
here. She might like baseball eventually.
This game went so long. I took this is the year I had season tickets, so I took my old roommate, who was a huge Red Sox fan, and it went so long that at some point, probably in the 12th or the 13th, she was like, "I just want to go," and I said, "I'm not leaving." So what happened? She ended up having to call a friend to pick her up because I was not leaving that game.
Wow, so, that's awesome.
I stuck it out, and by the end of it, Kevin, like, there had to have only been a few hundred people there, right?
I think it'd be a little bit more than that, but it was not that many.
Yeah,
1,000 or 2 probably. And Pujols won the game for.
He did.
Oh, that's right. I do remember that. Yeah. So Chad M brings up the Dodgers. This is the 18-inning game that I was at. I started in the top. I was behind the Red Sox dugout by the end, And I basically spent the second half of the game right behind the Red Sox, and I saw Max Muncy's biggest home run ever.
Yep.
All right.
We got
Next up, a happy 71st birthday to the mad Hungarian Al Hrabosky.
Right.
Known for his Fu Manchu mustache and fiery demeanor, he was born on this day in 1949. He is the NL saves leader for the National League in 1975 with it tied actually with 22 with Raleigh Eastwick of the Reds. In 1977, he was actually asked to shave off his mustache by then owner August Anheuser-Busch Jr., better known as Gussie. And he actually was very mad about it, being the mad Hungarian. It made him even madder. There's actually a footage, and it is on our Beer Baseball Blogcast references playlist. If you look in our playlist compilation of him fighting a reporter on the field before a game shirtless. And so, yeah, please check that out. I think that he was a Cardinals play-by-play guy. I'm not sure if he's still with them. I can't get confirmation on that, but I seem to think that he wasn't with them anymore. But that's where he's been ever since. All right, on July 21st, 1963, the usually mild-mannered Dodger manager Walter Alston is thrown out of both games of a doubleheader when the Braves sweep a twin bill from the Los Angeles Dodgers for the first and only time in Milwaukee, 7-2 and 13-7. To make matters worse, the manager has beer thrown in his face by the hometown fans and as he leaves Game 2. Angelo, this question is to you. What is the beer that made Milwaukee famous?
Miller Lite.
Kevin?
Miller.
Oh, God. I was going to say Old Milwaukee. You think I should know this, right?
It is actually Schlitz.
Oh, Schlitz. That's right. Gosh, that's right.
And the other tagline for this, when you're out of Schlitz, you're out of beer. Great tagline. So I love the beer correlation there. I had to sneak that one in.
Yep.
On July 21st, 1970, ignoring Clay Kirby's bid for the Padres' first no-hitter in the 259th game of their existence, San Diego skipper Preston Gomez, with his club trailing the Mets 1-0 in the 8th inning, decides to pinch hit for his starting pitcher. Reliever Jack Balshun fails to keep the New York hitless, yielding a leadoff hit to Bud Harrelson, and San Diego eventually loses 3-0 in Jack Murphy Stadium. Now, Angelo, do you know this? That San Diego is the only team in Major League Baseball history without a no-hitter.
Yeah, we can thank Preston Gomez for that one.
Well, it actually last year, Chris Paddock actually came very close. He actually took a no-hitter in Miami to the 8th inning. And only 2 no-hit attempts have come within an out of happening for the Padres. So they've come very close on many occasions. And Chris Paddock, it would have been special for him because he was actually in the Fernando Rodney trade. So he actually played for the Marlins in 2016.
Wow.
So he came back to haunt them big time.
Yep. He had an interesting year because he started off hot, and then I don't know what happened. He got sent to Lake Elsinore, single A for like a rehab or something, and then after that, he kind of like faded. But hopefully, he's healthy and can come back strong this year.
He is on my fantasy baseball team this year, so I hope so as well.
Yeah, he was on mine last year. It was great till he also disappeared.
Well, remember Fernando Rodney for the tipped cap. Because that's a little hint for the trivia. Although it's a very, I'm not sure you will get it from that reference, but we'll make reference back to it.
Alrighty.
July 21st, 1973, Atlanta Braves slugger Hank Aaron becomes the second major leaguer to hit 700 career home runs when he goes deep off Philly southpaw Ken Brett, brother of George Brett.
Yep.
And actually was supposed to be the better athlete of the two.
Yeah.
In the third inning of the team's 8-4 loss at Atlanta Stadium. To both of you, the question to both of you, how many players have hit 700 home runs?
Do I put an asterisk next to one of them?
No. No.
The answer is 4, sir.
4. Okay.
Yes.
He seems so confident. I'll have to say 4 too.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
Kevin, name the 4.
All right. Well, that would be Henry Aaron, Babe Ruth, Barry Bonds, and Salvador O.
Oh, that is awesome. Wow, caught me in a technicality. That is, I did not specify MLB. So
I'm just
technically,
saying.
Kevin is absolutely 100%
Wow.
correct. So in Major League Baseball, so that's Barry Bonds 762, Hank Aaron 755, Babe Ruth 714. Who is number 4?
Oh, shoot. I don't know if it's still Willie Mays at 660. I don't know if anybody's past that, but I mean, obviously, Poole's getting close to that.
You might be very surprised at this. Any thoughts?
God, I got to think. See, that tells you how much I'm keeping up with the last 10, 15 years.
Like you wouldn't even expect this guy to even be close to Hall of Fame. Like he's not going to make the Hall of Fame, this guy.
Wait, to have over 650 home runs?
He almost has 700. He's 4 away from 700.
Wow.
696. Not gonna be in the Hall of Fame.
Like by his number, he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, you can say that about Palmeiro, and that guy's not going anywhere. You know.
I don't know.
A-Rod.
Yeah, A-Rod.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
I was just thinking, that'd be A-Rod, but I'm like,
Yeah,
he's done.
696.
You know?
Incredible.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
He quietly got there.
On July 21st. What's that?
Sorry, I got excited seeing that Jay Buhner card. Sorry.
On July 21st, 1988, the Yankees trade for Jay Buhner, minor league prospect Rich Balbone, and a player to be named later, who is Troy Evers, to the Mariners, exchanged for 33-year-old Ken Phelps.
With that great mustache.
The one-sided deal will be immortalized on Seinfeld by Frank Costanza, George's dad, when he laments the Bronx Bombers' poor judgment. How could you have traded for Ken Phelps? Frank Costanza, played by Jerry Stiller, passed away on May 11th of this year. So I definitely want to give a shout out to him. An amazing baseball reference on one of the biggest comedies of all time.
Here's to Mr. Stiller.
They had
Absolutely.
a lot of great baseball references on Seinfeld. My favorite one being the infamous Keith Hernandez,
Yes.
Magic Loogie.
Oh yeah.
They definitely made a great things out of New York baseball for sure.
Yeah.
And this is a picture of Jay Buhner and Ken Phelps.
That's funny.
Yeah, and if you go on our blogcast playlist of references, the Seinfeld clip and Ken Phelps and Jay Buhner talking in a booth in a spring training game is on there. And last but not least, 44-year-old Jamie Moyer gets the better of veteran southpaw David Wells in the second oldest matchup of starting pitchers in Major League Baseball history when the Phillies beat the Padres at Petco Park 12-4. The mound opponents are a combined 88 years and 307 days of age, making the duo younger than the tandem of Don Sutton, 42, and Phil Niekro, 48, who faced off in a 1987 contest between the Indians and Angels.
Wow.
So this is what I love about baseball. You can be short, you can be tall, you can be young, you can be old, and you can have a difference in this game, which is absolutely outstanding. In 2012, Jamie Moyer became the oldest pitcher in Major League Baseball to earn a win at 49.
Wow.
So a year younger than me. Moyer became the oldest player in Major League Baseball to record an RBI on May 16th when he singled in 2 runs against the Diamondbacks.
Wow.
Moyer started for the Rockies against the Marlins in Marlins Park that year. This appearance represented the 50th Major League Baseball stadium Moyer had pitched in.
Wow.
The most any pitcher to debut since 1900. Target Field in Minnesota is the only active stadium in which Moyer has not pitched.
Wow.
Is that incredible?
I feel a comeback coming on.
He actually tried to make a comeback as a knuckleballer, and it didn't work. So kudos to him.
Well, I mean, that's why Phil Niekro made it to 48 because, he had that knuckler. I mean, Don Sutton, he didn't have anything like that, but he making it that long to 42, 43 years old, he was a hell of a pitcher.
Yeah.
And had a hell of a set of hair,
Agreed. I right back here on my bobbleheads, there's a Don Sutton bobblehead, and very underrated pitcher, Don Sutton.
Is it with the perm?
Yes, it is, of course.
Oh, fantastic. That's good enough.
And this is Amy Smart on the TV show Scrubs, who played a character named, you got it, Jamie Moyer. Just thought I'd throw that in there because it came up in my reference.
Yeah.
So that is today in baseball history. And now we're going to go to baseball card pack wars.
Right.
As always, we get all of our baseball cards from Hall of Fame Baseball Cards in Arcadia, California, HOFBC.com. But today we have Chad M. to thank for our booty, as it were. We have a 2020 Archive Signature Series. Do you guys have those available?
Yeah.
So we're going to open up this first before we do anything. Let me solo this really quickly. We also have Series 2 of 2020 Baseball from Topps, but we'll open those as in the competitive part. This is strictly an exhibition, and as David Letterman used to say, please, no wagering. All right.
Hey,
so
do you have your foil off? I want to make sure you have that off. Do you have the foil off already?
Yep.
Okay. I'll make sure you have that off. All right, cool.
So, thank you to Chat M.
Thank you, Chat M.
We really super appreciate this. We would have had it on last week if I would have been able to mail these out. But, I'm super excited about this. Now, the great thing about this is it's one encased retired player autograph card per box. This is the retired player edition. We're also looking for dual autograph cards. That means that each side will have an autograph card. So that's very super rare. So Angelo, why don't you go first? I'm gonna solo you right here.
All right. So these ones are a little tricky. I learned the hard way with, as you guys will see with the future upcoming unboxing video. So best way I learned how to do this is to do the slow reveal.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, it's just like that. Let's see.
Oh.
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 John Tallwar is going to like that one.
He is going to like this one. Andrew Jones.
Wow.
Wow, that's awesome.
Nice. Very good.
And it's a numbered card, 32 out of 35. So it's a low numbered edition. So Chad M., thank you very, very much. This will be a beautiful addition to my collection. If you guys notice with the encased cards, it has the top seal with the series on it. So you can see their Topps Archive Signature Series. Then you can see their number 32 out of 35. Look how beautiful that signature is.
That's so awesome.
It
was great.
Back says with at least 30 home runs in each of the last 3 seasons, Andrew joined Dale Murphy as the only Brave center fielders to do that. So this was from this looks like it's a reprint from the 2002 it looks like this Topps 206. I don't know if that was So, and it's foil stamped with the Signature Series 2020 on there.
So these are what's called buyback cards. So what Topps does is they buy them, they get them back, and then they put the stamp on there. Yeah. So the buyback cards are pretty cool, and obviously then they sign them and stuff like that and put them in the casing. So very cool.
This is an awesome card.
Yeah, great card. Great card.
Awesome.
All right, Kevin, what do you got?
Oh gosh, I gotta follow that. All right, let's see what happens. Luckily I found out the way to open this now from Angelo. And let's see. Oh, let's see.
Ooh,
Action
Oh,
shot.
there you go.
Oh.
wow. You got an
Oh.
angel too.
That's awesome.
Oh, yes.
That's awesome.
Mo
Move
Vaughn.
on.
Sorry, you got bad glare there, but Mo Vaughn.
Oh, it's a
Check
foil.
that
It's
out.
like a foil embossed too.
And it's
like,
a gold
reflected, yeah.
signature too. Is
That's
it?
why
I'm
It
trying
should
to,
be
like,
numbered.
back like
It should
this.
be numbered.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to find the number on here. Oh, is this really 1 of 1?
Whoa!
I was gonna say, usually the gold are 1 of 1. Nicely done.
Thank you, Chad. Ooh, my goodness.
So,
Check that
so
out.
these have been pretty popular for having 1 of 1s.
Wow.
That is awesome, and an angel to boot.
Yeah.
That's a great pull.
And
That's
it's
a
funny
great
because him
pull.
as an angel, not as a Red Sox, you know what I mean? Because that's where he's historically known, you know. Hate to say, you know, he was so heralded coming in Anaheim, and he didn't do as most people thought, but, you know, it is what it is. But that's beautiful.
Wow, that's a
All
fantastic
Angels
card.
podcast. Here's my new Angels cherished item.
So everybody's like chiming in. Bubble Pug says cool. Daily
Yes.
Sports Talk. Bears Fury Royale. And then Ed says, Dice muy wow. All right, so one left here. Again, thank you, Chad M. I definitely need to connect with you. I want to send you some Beer Baseball gifts that we have here. It's actually a little prelude to our Etsy store that's coming. So a little foreshadowing on that. So I'm actually going to, not going to rip it, but I'm actually going to just flip it open here.
Come on, Chris Sabo. Let's
Yeah,
match your shirt.
let's do it.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Come on, Spuds. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right.
Spuds.
In 3, 2.
Ooh.
That looks pretty.
What we got?
Oh,
Oh,
that
wow.
looks pretty.
So this is 7 out of 12 on the A's, Johnny Damon.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Johnny David. Nice.
Wow, that is awesome. Let me try to get away from the glare here. That's a cool
I had the
card.
same problem.
Let's
That's
see.
awesome.
This is Topps Gold label from, what are we looking at? Oh, like 2000.
Yeah, I had the same problem. I figured what year it was because mine's the Topps Gold label as well.
Yeah, that's a cool card. 7 of 12. So low numbered on that one.
Yeah, awesome.
That is a cool card. So and on card autograph. That is awesome.
Yeah.
So this has been really fun. I was really looking forward to this.
That was
So cool.
awesome.
Wow, Chad. I feel like I owe you a beer, Chad.
Oh, we owe him.
Wow.
We definitely
Yeah.
owe him.
A beer or two.
Right on. So let's do this. Let me. All right.
Can we all add a win to our record for that?
I think we should, because that should definitely
We
be
all
a good.
winners on that one.
That we all won on that one. So we're all
Right,
1-0 for that one. So let me get back to this. So let's go through the rules real quick. You open your pack. A relic card knocks out one participant of choice. An autograph card knocks out 2 participants. After all packs are open, high number card wins. And we all collectively drink when we get a Brewers card. That includes you in the comments as well. Let us know what you're drinking out there. And Chad M. Actually says, you're welcome, guys. Thank you. Thank you to Card Shop, Eric and Yama at Hall of Fame Baseball Cards, Arcata, California. Definitely want to give them a big shout out. Chad, we'll definitely connect, and I'll get you some of that gear. And Ed says, you know who won? The Beer Baseball Blog fans won. And I agree with that as well.
You win
All
every
right.
week, ladies and gentlemen.
So let's, and then we'll come back to the standings. These are the standings for now, but let's get to the, what are we going to do? Angelo, you pick.
You top
Series 2, let's go for it. Let's do it.
All right, Chad. Let's see if we get something good for you.
Cowboy Jack Durango dropping in
Okay.
for a few minutes. Thanks. He said he was going to do it. He said it was going to be a limited time frame, but thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Jack.
Will Myers, Kevin Newman, Yoenis Cespedes, Daniel Norris, Reese Hoskins, Marcus Seaman, Get your beers ready for Brent Sutter.
All right.
Yeah. How about that?
Jed Lowry.
That's a Met. I'm like, wait, what? Forgot he's a Met.
Scott Heineman. Danny Santana. Mookie Betts in the Photoshop Dodgers uniform.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Pedro Martinez, Decade's Best.
Ooh, nice. That's an insert. Very good.
Yep. Tom Eshelman. And Keen Wong.
All right.
And that's the pack. That's it.
So,
All right,
you know
Kevin,
what's
you're
fun? We don't know what the kill card is now.
Yeah, we don't.
I don't know what the kill card is.
So
Do the numbers start? Oh, the numbers.
Series 2 is a continuation of Series 1.
Right.
So it starts where Series 1 left off. So we don't
Right.
know. So I'm assuming it was 350. So this will go to
yes.
Yep. This will go to 700.
I love that we have Series 2 out before opening day even happens. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
All right, from the Rays, I got Brian O'Grady. Oh, New York Yankee, Garrett Cole.
Wow.
From the Blue Jays, Tanner Rourke. Was he on the Blue Jays before? I don't remember that. That might be their Photoshop job. Jordan Luplo. Sorry, I forgot to do our
yeah.
change right here. Let's see. Brandon Workman.
Would it be Trabajo Man then?
Gallo. Let's see. Tucker Von Hart. Will F. Smith.
Smith.
Nick Castellanos. Chris Davis. Oh, está el Brewer. Keston Hiora. Get your cups, ladies and gentlemen. El Brewer. Cheers. Come by.
Classy.
Always. All right. From the Pirates, Brian Reynolds. I can't roll my R's, Michael. Sorry. You can do that for me. Joey Wendell. And from the Braves, Cole Hamels. I'm like, what? Braves, Cole Hamels.
Right. Yeah.
Like, wait, what?
So Daily Sports Talk says, I'm having a Pepsi because I'm 15.
Oh, all right. Fair enough. Good job being responsible. Thank you.
And Ed says Tanner Rourke was on the Reds. That's where I remember him.
I was like, wait, that didn't look right being on the Blue Jays. They got a couple good pitching pickups then.
Yeah.
Although they're now going to be the Buffalo Blue Jays, probably.
That's right.
I didn't hear anything about that. I saw they play in Toronto.
Yep. Lance Lynn.
That's cool.
Alex Cobb. Felix Hernandez. G-Man Choi. Dexter Fowler. Brian Goodwin from Your Angels.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Shaw. Pedro Severino. I'm just gonna roll my R's on the Hispanic players.
Please,
Corey Kluber. Although I could do a good one at this. Dustin Pedroia. I could do a good one.
Nomar
Mazzara.
There you go.
There you go.
That's it.
1960 throwback Boston Red Sox. Elvis Andrus. And last but not least, Tony Wolters.
All right,
Angelo, what's your high card?
All right. I have from the Texas Rangers, Danny Santana at 695.
Oh, wow.
That's gonna be a tough one to beat.
That's gonna be tough to beat. Yeah, I'm not even close. I'm at 618, Joey Wendell. Ooh, I did have a fun card. I got one of those numbered cards. I don't know if you can see
foil
it
at a 20.
Out of 2020.
Yeah. Oh,
no, the foil. It's just the back. It's just like a dip. Yeah.
Right.
I was wondering, you guys got inserts. I didn't, but then I saw that, so that's cool. But yeah, 618.
Yeah, 656. Angelo takes it.
Angelo killed us on that one.
I know.
Yeah.
Thank you, Top Series 2, and thank you, Chad.
He's
2-0 so far.
hot
Go
hand.
for it, Angelo.
The next one would have been 687. So
Jeez.
Crazy.
I got two high ones. All right, so we'll go with the second pack of 2020 Series 2 to
Play
show
in the
off the
hot
new
hand.
product.
Play in the hot hand.
Let's show off the new product.
Not that he won. If he didn't win, you know.
All right. Salvador Perez. Mark Canna, is that how you say it?
Kinda,
Canna.
yeah.
Yep. Future Stars, Dakota Hudson.
Nice.
Pablo Lopez. Chris Taylor. Jaime Barria from our Angels.
Hey.
That's a sweet mullet. Oh my gosh.
I'm getting a sweet mullet too, by the way.
We have Michael Mondragon card.
Luis Arraez from the Minnesota Twins. Derek Fisher, not that Derek Fisher, but the Derek Fisher from the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yeah.
Frankie Montas.
Uh-oh.
Kyle Tucker. Kyle Seager. Clint Frazier. Jacob Stallings. And James McCann.
Yep. All right, Kevin, you're up. Ed's asking, no more checklists in card packs. Am I dating myself? Actually, I think everything is like online now.
Yeah.
So they actually take away. I love the checklist cards. I think that they were awesome because it was really interactive. Like, you know, as much as you weren't supposed to like check them off, that was part of the fun of it for sure. Yeah. And then Chad M says, thanks for an awesome show. Thank you so much, Chad. Nice. You made this one great.
There was actually a third Seager brother I saw play in high A ball in Bakersfield.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like, wow, I'm going Seager, but yep. All right, Adam Duvall on the Braves, which is that new? I always remember being on the Reds. All right, Baltimore Orioles team card. Sam Gaviglio from the Blue Jays. Brett Phillips. Let's see here. Trey Mancini from the Orioles. Speaking of Seagers, here's Corey Seager. I got the other brother. Ronald Guzman from the Rangers. Zach Plesac. Mike Leake. Any relation to Kelly? I don't know. You can answer that to me. Harold Castro. I got another one of those numbered foil ones for Wade Miley.
Nice.
And then, this is an all-star card of Shane Bieber done in 1985 style.
Nice.
Cool.
And this is the Braves New World card. It's called. It says Albies Acuna Jr. celebrate a Braves win. So this is definitely a John Tallwar card here.
There you go.
And Nick Ahmed from the D-backs.
Awesome. All right.
What do you got, Michael?
Pack 3 of this. Actually, pack 6, technically. Cincinnati Reds team card. A San Francisco Giants team card.
Nice.
Willie Calhoun. Andrew Knapp. Kevin Crone.
Oh, wow. That's future star Kevin Crone. Brother CJ.
Oh, is that right? I was going to ask you if it was.
And his dad, and their dad actually played in baseball too. I found out recently.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Carlos Carrasco. Josh James. Billy McKinney. Dallas Keuchel and on the Sox, which I forgot that he was with the White Sox this year. And now everybody is going to be like kind of like close to their team. So like Andrew McCutchen, Phillies. This is actually I think it's in this one. There's a variation that people are trying to seek out where it's like
awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's him flexing in the dugout, right?
Yeah. And he has like he has his like jersey unbuttoned and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, Marcus Stroman.
Yeah, that's a Matt.
And well, I'm gonna hold this one for now. But this is Abisail Garcia. Garcia, brewer. So let's do it. Okay.
It's almost empty when you do this.
Jose Trevino. Okay, but this one is this is awesome.
Uh-oh.
This is a it's kind of like a they call it it's funny, Hall of Fame baseball cards calls this like a disco machine card, which is a dig at me. So if you look at this, I mean, close.
That's cool.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Oh, Tani Shohei. Yeah, so it's a speckle card. It's not numbered, but it says 2030 on it. So I mean, like, that's what's cool about these cards. I mean, there's so many like little variations on this, so it's a very cool card.
That's awesome.
All right, Angelo, what's your high card?
This one might also be hard to beat. Hopefully, I don't speak too soon. 689, James McCann.
Dang.
I was gonna bring up real quick. So I mentioned this Brian Reynolds one. It's actually numbered 75 to 300. This one.
Wow.
Oh wow.
And then there's this one, which we've seen before.
Out of 2020,
and
right?
it's of 2020.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Those are cool.
So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. And Baltimore Orioles 694. Oh yeah, I want to share that too.
So I think Kevin got it because mine's 662.
Yeah. Angelo put his foot in his mouth on that one.
So Kevin.
Wow. Thanks, Chad.
Getting the last win. So yeah, Chad, that was fantastic. That was really awesome. Right. And Daily Sports Talk brings up the thing that they actually did a $1,000 bounty. So they gave it was $1,000 in credits. They opened up a case of it, and whoever got the Andrew McCutcheon, that short print, got $1,000 in credits. So they found one. One actually came up, so that was pretty cool.
Goodness.
Yeah, and I think that they've done it for a couple other things. I think there's remember the pizza box thing that that guy opened of the jerseys. Mm-hmm. They were looking for a Ricky Vaughn. Whoever got a Ricky Vaughn jersey got $1,000 in credit. So I thought that was pretty cool too.
Sorry, I found the humorous.
All right, so I will update the standings for next week. Angelo, you went 2-1. I went 2-1, and
whoa! That's right. We all went 2-1. We're all winners today.
Yeah.
Look at that. Good job.
No, I don't think I won. I didn't win on mine.
You won one.
I was 1 and 2.
You went 1 and 2. When you said 2 and 1, I'm like, wait, what? You trying to give yourself a win?
Hey, come on. I got to do what I can.
I mean, you can put whatever you want. You make the board, You can put you're 27-0 or something like that.
I think I might be in the cellar at this point. Again, a big shout out to Chad M. Thank you so much. Cheers. Salud. You made this episode. We've been really looking forward to this for a long time. All right, so let's do some baseball trivia and close out the show.
All right.
Let's test your knowledge of America's pastime. Who has the most career at-bats, 75, in All-Star Game history? Is it A, Ted Williams, B, Willie Mays, C, Brooks Robinson, or D, Derek Jeter?
Number 2.
Number 2?
Derek Jeter.
You would be wrong if it was number 2.
All right, you say Jeter. That's all I think of. Number 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Derek Jeter only because I remember this stat being on the back of the card that we commemorative card that they gave away at Angel Stadium.
He had an in. He had an in on this because I figured it's either Brooks Robinson or Jeter. Because I'm trying to think who would not only start multiple years, but who would play most of the game, and that came down to me to being either Brooks or Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
Well, that's very interesting. What was the thing that you had?
It was a commemorative card they gave out at Angel Stadium.
Yep.
And it had like his it was his final game there, and it had like a list of career highlights. And I remember specifically there being an all-star one on there. So I believe that this is that one. Also, when I think about Derek Jeter, it essentially made the all-star game in every season that he played. So he would have the most opportunities to have at-bats, particularly because he started in a majority of them. So between those two, I feel pretty confident in that answer. But again, I could be wrong.
I was instantly just thinking Brooks or Derek Jeter, so I'll say Derek Jeter. I think I'm thinking he's probably right on that.
All right. So Cowboy Jack Durango says Willie Mays Hayes, babes.
I'm pretty sure that was his answer a couple weeks ago too.
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, every time Willie Mays, he thinks Willie Mays Hayes.
Bubble Pug says Jeter. David says Jeter. Daily Sports Talk says B. Willie Hayes. And,
Willie Mays Hayes?
Yeah, is that it is B. Willie Mays.
Oh, wow.
Derek Jeter, as I'm looking here, was 13 for 27 in All-Star Game competition.
Wow.
Yeah.
Willie Mays. Wow. But you know what? I mean, Willie did play. That's fair because he did play, I think, about 24 years or so, I think, in Major League Baseball, something like that. Because I think he started around 51. He finished in like 72, 73. So I just wouldn't think outfielders get that many at-bats per game, but maybe back in the older All-Star games, more guys would get at-bats per game.
Yeah, I would think. And remember when it was in like the 50s and 60s, even 70s, like the All-Star game meant a lot. Like there was a lot of pride on the line. There was a lot of like, things that, it was a big showcase as well.
Michael,
Yo.
I have a throwback. Remember what we talked about a few weeks ago? There were 2 All-Star games in a few seasons that have been during Willie Mays' peak. So he might have
that's
had
right. He even doubled up on some
All-Star games that he played in as well.
That's right.
I wish I would have thought about that.
Speaking of Willie Mays Hayes, he has no All-Star game at bats.
Oh.
0.
But he could run. He could run a hell of a 40 in pajamas.
All right, question 2. Who is the second pitcher in history, Major League Baseball history, that is, to win 400 games? Is it A, Christy Mathewson, B, Grover Alexander, C, Walter Johnson, or D, Cy Young? This one's tough. This one's very tough.
By the silence, you can tell it's tough. Because part of me thinks, like, the second player to win, because I'm like, wait a minute. I know Cy Young had 512 wins, but I'm like, but wait, did someone reach 400 before him? I'm like, is this a trick question? I'm going to throw that. I'm going to make it even harder by throwing that Angelo there. But, But I don't think all 4 of these guys even had 400 wins, to be honest, from what I recall. But
it's not. Well, I don't think it's a trick question like you're thinking.
Kevin. I just think it could be.
I think we could probably rule out Cy Young because he was the first to do it.
You never know. If one of these guys started pitching, one of these guys can hit 400 before him, but I don't know for sure. I'm just going out on a limb there. But I can tell you right now, I don't think all 4 of these guys have 400 wins either.
Which I'm sure Mike has a slide for that after.
Yeah,
with each of their wins.
Great minds think alike.
Man, I think Christy Mathewson was a multiple choice answer in one of the early episodes, and I believe he was the answer to that question.
It had to do with the first Hall of Fame class. If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I think I might have
So
that and the first World Series as well.
Yeah.
So I could probably rule that out. Grover Alexander, I don't think had 400 wins. So that would leave me with Walter Johnson. But I don't know if Walter Johnson had 400 wins.
I'm not saying anything yet on any of this. I'm waiting. Oh, God.
Based on my logic of elimination, I'll stick with C. Walter Johnson, even though I'm not even confident he had 400 wins.
I don't think Walter had 400 wins. I want to say like 370. For some reason, number 372 is in my head. That might be like Warren Spahn. I think Warren Spahn like 368. This does like the crazy numbers going through my head. But for some reason, when I saw Walter Johnson, the number 372 came in my head. I might just be crazy. But just to go for it, I'm going to go with not. You have his name wrong. I think you need to go with Grover Cleveland Alexander.
Well, you would have more room on your slide. I don't.
I know you do.
On your slide, you can put Grover Cleveland Alexander.
That's a great name, Grover Cleveland.
I agree. I would definitely put it in there.
But again, I don't know if he has 400 wins. That's the only thing I'm thinking of because, oh my God, I'm going to go Christy Matheson.
Okay, so you got A. Angelo has C.
C, yeah.
Okay. So but this is from the question before. Cowboy Jack Durango, I am the golden god, because he got it right, of course, from the
said
earlier
Willie
question.
Mays. Does that count?
Ed says the big train. Walter
Dick Lane?
Johnson.
Oh,
Daily
yeah,
Sports
right.
Talk
Oh,
says
thank
C.
you.
Walter Johnson.
All right.
And Jack comes back this time with better put some respect on my man Grover Cleveland Alexander. Even put the Cleveland in there. Very nice.
Thank you, Jack.
Ed says George Washington Carver. No. But he also says Mike's always looks smug during trivia. Yeah, I'm like Alex Trebek. Like I know the answer, so I'm like, of course, you know nothing.
Nope, I know. I know Cy Young had 512 wins. I know that much.
Okay, so let's go with the C.
Oh,
Walter
what?
Johnson. And Cy Young has 511 wins. I think they might have taken one away. Walter Johnson with 417 wins. Grover Cleveland Alexander and Christy Matheson.
I had the wrong name.
373 tied.
I had the wrong name. I said 372, but I guess I was thinking of those other dudes. Wow, that's interesting. Wow,
And no one talks about Pud Galvin.
Oh, and Kid Nichols. And
Kid Nichols, right. Tim Keefe. No one even mentions these people. Like Tim Keefe is like the, what like the Gaylord Perry, right?
Sure.
So at the bottom are the active players. So Bartolo Colon has officially not retired.
Whoa, right there. You're telling me Bartolo Colon is still active?
He's still active in my heart.
He needs to stay active till he gets 250.
Yeah,
that'll.
He's already well above 250. Are you talking 250 kilos? I mean, I'm sorry.
That'll come close to his playing weight.
Yep. And Daily Sports Talk says he's 2 for 2. And Cowboy Jack Durango, love you, best chest in the West. That would be Kevin Lyon. Look, you fill up the screen right there.
That's someone that bears a striking resemblance to Kevin Lyon if he were to wear a mask that covers half of his face.
Yeah.
Let's clarify.
That Albuquerque Dukes shirt is filling the screen.
Yes,
it is.
Yeah, so Justin Verlander, I guess, would be technically, if you want to, with pitchers. So is Cy Young's record, is that untouchable?
Oh, yeah.
In this day? I would think so, too.
Yeah.
I was close. I said 512. It was 511. Rats. I was close.
If Jamie Moyer couldn't do it, playing the 49,
know.
Right?
So just doing the math on that.
Right, but Jamie Moyer, he spent a lot of the twilight as a relief pitcher. I get that. So
he's not a Greg Max who's getting 20 wins a year for think about that. You'd have to get 20 wins a year for 25 years to even get the 500
years. That's insane.
Come on. That's crazy.
Yeah. Not happening today.
You might not even get 20 starts
since 1968. Think about that, Angelo. Since before Michael was born. That tells you how long ago it was.
Yep. You might not even get 20 starts in a season, let alone 20 wins.
Well,
you're this year.
Certainly not this season.
Yep. Yeah. And Ed brings up a great thing about Bartolo Colon. Was active ever used to describe him?
Touche.
Thank you.
Well done. Touché. All right, so that is the show that we had for you. Thank you to everybody watching. Please like and subscribe. These are all of our social media. Look up Beer Baseball or Beer Baseball Blog on any social media. Like and subscribe. I can't emphasize that enough. We're really trying to get to 1,000 followers. That way we can actually meet some of the goals that we're trying to do. Angelo, Trinidad, do you have anything that you would like to plug?
Yeah, if you guys haven't had an opportunity, we posted a homage unboxing video that I did back at the beginning of the month. We have a few more videos in the pipe getting ready to come out where I'm doing unboxings and card breaks. So I'm really excited about those. Please comment if there's a particular product you want to be reviewed, whether it's a baseball card or baseball clothing related. And I'll try my best to make that happen. Or if you visit beerbaseballblog.com or Beer Baseball Blog or beerbaseball.com.
Beerbaseball.com. You can also do Beer Baseball Blog.
Yeah.
I have that too.
Yeah, beerbaseball.com. We have a mailing address to our office there.
Uh-oh. Boom. Oh, he's back.
He's back.
I didn't have a David Dahl card to throw you off.
Yeah. Yeah, please send it our way, and I'll be happy and glad to do those reviews. We're going to try to get some more additional short watch content out there for you guys. But please comment, let us know what you want, and let me know what you guys think of my unboxing video.
100%. Thank you, Kevin. Anything you want to plug?
As usual, if you want to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Lock and Loll. That's LOKNLOLL. To see whatever fun I'm getting into. As I've said this whole time, please support your local business, your local independent artists, music, whatever, because we want these places to stay around after all this settles down. And as I said, one place I support is Redbeard's. They filled the ground with me today. If you're in Orange County and you like craft beer, head down there. They're redbeardstaproom.com. They have 40 beers on draft. If you like beer, that's a good place to go to get a fill, get a growler. If you don't have one, I think they have ones they can fill for you. Or if you want to sit outside, have a beer, try to relax in all this. If you can relax, do so. And I said let's go Angels, but I'm still mixed on baseball this year.
Yeah,
I'll leave it at that.
It's tough. It's tough. We're all excited about baseball, but we're this year is kind of like it's bittersweet.
I'll leave it at that.
Definitely. Bears Fury Real asks, what is Angelo's channel? Angelo's channel is Beer Baseball Blog. So if you check in within our videos, we put it in there. So check it. Check the videos in that. Cowboy Jack Durango says, thanks for the great show. High point of my week. Love you too, Cowboy Jack. I wanted to actually go back to a reference that I made before. Fernando Rodney, not the first one with a tilted cap.
Oh, I was like waiting for that. I'm like, wait, where's Fernando Rodney? Wow, there you go.
That's
it.
So when Fernando Rodney is doing the tilted cap,
very good.
That is a Walter Johnson. So from now on, we'll be calling that the Walter Johnson.
And I believe the local guy, I believe he was from these parts. So, one of the greatest of all time.
That's it. And so that is the show for tonight. As always, we will not see you at the stadium. We will not see you at the brewery, sadly. But we will see you here next week, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you for supporting, and we will see you later. Peace.
Peace.